And we're live from the Phoenix altar here in the dirty. The crowd goes wild. Sorry, I was counting. What's up, everybody? What's going on? I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, light worker, starseed, earth angel, oracle. What's that? Sorry, stuff starts. Dude, seriously, stay on track. Medium, mystic, prophetess, psychic, and messenger of God. I am Lilith reincarnated. What's up, what's up? Happy Sunday, fun day. Today is 818. Everybody get excited. It's the Lion's Gate. It's the Lion's Gate. Hold on, I need to anoint my third eye. What are we using today, Willis? Full moon, baby. Full moon, baby. Oh my god. It's delicioso. What's up there? That's my goddess bless. I needed some extra blessings from my goddess stuff. Yeah, we're working with the oils and stuff. Hey, what's going on? I hope for greatness on this video, but I don't know. These lives don't come out too great. It's either the audio or something, and then something else. I'm just asking God to get this message out to you guys without it sounding like a weird frequency that you got in a bottle somewhere in the outside of the ozone layer. Although the message you're going to get is still going to sound like something that you found out there. What do you have for them today? Well, they don't call me a psychic for nothing. A messenger of God for nothing. I got some messages from you. Alright, so what I know is how the energy flows. So they say. How the spirit works. I know the realities. It's not an energy, bro. It's a reality. I know the alternate realities. I said this in my video last night. Anybody new? In order to keep up with me, you're definitely going to have to go catch my other videos. You'll have plenty of time to study those when I'm gone. Anyways, going back to it, I know how the realities work and how the timelines work and how long they work and how slow they are, which I am going to kind of show you something like that using my sacred geometry. They're pretty much a bunch of circles. You step onto them. There you go. There you go. There's a gray one right there. Pretty much, that's how it is. Where are you? You are right there. Right? And then there's all these alternate realities that are going in, and you can step into one, and one goes real fast. And two of them only last for like 10 days at a time. Something like that. I'm gonna explain all of this in a little bit. I'm trying to make it make sense to your very small mind. But ultimately, I say that there's a 10-day energy for this, but it's a 10-day spirit. This reality that is upon us, an alternate reality, or energy, if you will say, a time that is playing out then, there, and forever on. No, we're breaking this bullshit. Anyways, until we break the loopy loop, this is time again. So you can go back to this time, any year of any time before this year, and this is that time. Every fucking year. Now this might change a little bit. I don't know. We'll have to do more data of that. We'll have to see. Do you know that guy, Data? We need an android for that. Just kidding. But that's pretty much what that means. So I know how to, read the energy or read the realities and how they're coinciding, leaking into our reality is the truth. And that's why it's so important, is because our reality has a ripple effect on alternate realities and they upon us. And that's why you're so guided with all this weird shit that goes bump in the night. Bump it up. All right, so for the last 10 days we've been with Sobdek, which is Indonesian. Dun, dun, dun. And Parvati, which has been bringing defeat upon the enemies. Boundaries over obstacles. Beautiful, because of the card that comes next. Why? Because they just tag team. Back again. Check it and wreck you. Let's begin. Why? Because as soon as this card goes out, they come back in. That's what I mean. So this card, before that, we had a card that says, taking care of business, cutting up your enemies and shit, right? So we take them away, but nah. Here they come to save the day. No, we are forever, ever protected. Forever, ever, bro. Forever, ever. You just don't know who's protecting you. Who are your guides? Who are your ancestors? Who's that voice that's talking to you in your head? That's not you. Right? I'm gonna help you. Anyways, strength and asceticism. Yeah, you know what made me strength? Because I'm beautiful, no matter what you say. And actually, I'm beautiful. Have you guys noticed? Look at my nails. They're growing. Everything's growing. I'm just beautiful. Because I am beautiful, and you are fake as fuck. Union with a spiritual, powerful partner. I don't know. This whole Lord Draco Voldemort guy may be cool, but every time I get excited on someone, I'll be like, you're full of shit. But I'm cool on him. I'm not cool on his card readings, because that's where I get it all fucked up. I'm trying to start over again and make friends in a new direction. And I gotta be honest, I keep getting all these other dude card readers. I've seen like 3 dudes pop up on my shit. Oh my god! And I saw the biggest dude ever. I almost didn't believe he was a real life human being. He looked like Kanye West. He was like as big as Kanye West's dentist, dude. And my spirit's like, go talk to this dude. No! I don't even know what the hell is behind door number 1. All I can see is this dude, bro. This dude looks like Wreck-It Ralph from behind. I mean, he's wrecked. So ripped. I've never seen something real like that, dude. I've seen some, dude, I've dated UFC fight. Dude, I'm telling you, this guy is bigger than life. He's bigger than life. And I'm like, my spirit's like, go talk to him. And I'm like, oh God. And I get about 10 feet away from him. I'm like, who is this? Why am I talking to him? They're like, they give me his last name. And I walk up, excuse me, are you so-and-so? And he's like, Lisa. Lisa where? Holy shit! You know me by my name? Ah, are you still on Facebook? No, I'm a whole spiritualist. Take my card. Come find me on YouTube. Dude, this guy was larger than life. I hope he serves God, because he is, I don't know what he does, bro, but I hope it's for God. Holy shit. I've never seen someone so big. Even Mr. Plum, he said, it's funny you say that. No, Mr. Plum saw something weird too. Mr. Plum's like, guess who I saw at Walmart? I saw Scary Larry. He said, no. I saw La Sancha. He doesn't call her La Sancha. She has a name, but we're going to leave her name out of it because she's just La Sancha. I was like, what? You haven't seen her since like, he's like, years. I was like, what'd she look like? He's so big. Big. I was like, oh my God, let me tell you who I saw. He was so big. Something. I don't know if he told me or I told him or something. But we were both like tripped out about the size of these people that we saw. Larger than life. Crazy. Ugh. La Sancha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Don't come so close. Anyways, sorry. Laughing. As far as a spiritual powerful partner, dude, if he's spiritual, he's got to be the most powerful person I've seen. He's ripped, bro. I promise he could rip a tree out of a fucking ground. He could pick up a car. There is no way that's air. Those are muscles, dude. He was the biggest guy I've ever. And guess what he was wearing? A black wife beater. God. And he knew me by name. Don't call me Lisa. Okay, fine. You know me? How do I know him? I can't tell you all the details. Because then everybody will know who he is. Ding, ding. Oh, darn. I didn't get to make the noise. Confidence. Change the subject. Anyways, I don't know. I'm on with it. I need some powerful spiritual partners. You down with spirituality? You don't know God? It's okay. Can we talk about your childhood trauma? Do you cry under that? I bet you do. That's good enough for me. We can build a friendship for that. You cry? I cry too. We can cry together. We're not staying in it. We're gonna heal it. Anyways, so we got that and this. It's like this and like that, and then goodbye. So what do we got next? Coming up for the next 10 days, a removal of obstacles. Will you get this elephant neck motherfucker out of my way? Who am I talking about? I don't know. I only said there was one fat neck motherfucker in my way. You cock blocker. Pass the mic. I told you I can hit his notes better. I'll enjoy the view better. Hey, you don't even have to sing. I'll sing just... I know your song's better than you do. You can take a break. Just sit down and have a drink. I'll sing. Can you do what I do? Because I can do what you do. 37. Hut, hut. Here we go. All right, 2 tortoises. Oh, you slow molasses asses. 5 days. Oh, it's not a 10-day. Dang, I wanted to keep the other days to myself. Fine, we'll be here in 5 days. We'll be back in 5 days for some more funness. I'm not sharing that with you because really you didn't walk through nothing today. Come on, let's be honest. You're the same hoe as yesterday. Gonna be same hoe tomorrow day. Truthfully. The minerals, carnelian and gold. Chickity check, they're in here. You hear? Yep, they're there. My stones. All right, removal of obstacles. According to the naos of the deacons, what's his name? Setwi. I'm still gonna fuck that up. Was the head of the, who knows what that is, slaughters. Oh, it's the slaughterhouse. Take out Fat Neck. Take out Fat Neck. He's a traitor. He's a traitor. Proof told me. I got the proof. He's a traitor. Take out Fat Neck. Slaughterhouse! Slaughterhouse! Shit. I got Dre locked up in my basement, bro. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it! Okay, anyways. I love you. I love you. Listen to this. These are my peoples, bro. These are my peoples, dude. The two tortoises. Here they go. Set We was the head of the slaughterers and demons, assigned them tasks of life and death. They may sound scary at first, but consider that the slaughterers were tasked with destroying the enemies of Egypt. You my enemy? Are you my frenemy? Ooh. You want to be my frenemy? Why does the light keep doing that? I don't know. I tried to fix it. That's God. That's God. I'm not doing nothing. I don't know. Do you want more light? I don't think it is. We tried it before, and it worked, but now it's not. Why? Because God's not working with you. I don't know. That was my answer. That's just what came out of my mouth while I was reaching back to help you. Does that help you? Fine. I'll help you. I'll help you see God's light. All right, come on. Here we go. They may sound scary at first, but consider that the slaughterers were tasked with destroying the enemies of Egypt, and the demons were responsible for protecting Egypt from evil in general. 1-800-GENERAL-NO! You might think of them as running offense and defense. Oh! Ooh, 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 ooh. I said his offensive line ain't got shit on my defense. Defense! Defense! Hey, Fencer, are you going to use that? Oh, yeah, you know I did. What'd I tell Fencer to do? I told him that he should use his name and go up to Nike and put that. Defencer. Oh, it was a great idea. It was worth $1 billion. Did he do it? Obviously not fast enough because I just blew the load. I draped you all over your face. There's a time ticker. You know, you were too busy swinging your sword and taking pictures and shit. You should have, you know, I tried to give you something good and you went over there and shook hands with the enemy. 1-800-GENERAL-NO. Wasn't that great? He never thought of that. Nobody ever could have. They call him the Fencer, so I told him to go tell Nike to make it Defencer. Ooh, would have been great, right? Especially if you won a gold medal. Would have gone fucking platinum. No, bro. You're just bronze. Anyways, moving on. You might think of them as the offense and defense for the benefit of the country as a whole. Yeah. Defense! Defense! I know, they're trying to... Oh, shit. Russ, they are destroying the countries that you're going to go pretend to make money for. Do you see what happened in Russia? Oh, shit. Do you know what's going on over there? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. There was a 7.0 magnitude fucking earthquake that set off a fucking... that set off a fucking volcano, and they're sure a tsunami's coming. All around the world. Pack up the Griswolds and go! Shit. God help them. Help them pack faster. In the spirit, Set We. Is it? Nope. Shet We. Shet We relates to overcoming obstacles. This card depicts two animal herders trying to move the giraffe with ropes. Although it might be easily have pictured them trying to prod a large tortoise to move faster. Yeah, how do you move a giraffe? I'll show you. I can get them. They come to me. Come to me. Everyone faces challenges that seem unsurmountable, but from time to time moving past them usually requires strength, intelligence, or both. Oh, I know, I went over there. I told Royce, I was like, Royce, I know exactly what I'm doing. And I told him exactly what I was doing. He's like, oh, fuck, dude. At that moment, that was the moment he realized I was in full control, and this is very dangerous now. That was the moment, wasn't it, Royce? You're like, he had to sit back like, she's not fucking dumb. And that's what I told him. I was like, Royce, you remember? We were created for this shit. This is what we do naturally, Royce. Where are you, bro? This is what we were here for, bro. Where are you? 1-800-GENERAL now! If you don't step up, bro, I'm going to step all over it, dude. There's not going to be no booty left. Okay, with a little luck, like me, the passage of time can render an obstacle obsolete. Dude, he's absolutely devoured. Truthfully, look at him. He's celebrating last year's accomplishments. He did nothing this year. How can you feel good about this year? You blew that album out last year. And 1 week later, you got on the internet throwing a fit that it only sold 51,000, but you didn't prove it. They only gave you 47,000 units. You did nothing more than that. You took that album on a fucking tour. No charades. You built a fucking 2 books, a movie, and a wardrobe line for this album. Who are you, a Ken doll? I don't know. It would have worked for Lewis, but not you, buddy. Never you. So he did all this shit, and here he is a year later just sitting there with his Insta-ho, wondering if somebody's going to come knock on their door. Who is? Oh, that's Puck on the block. Whoop, whoop. All right. So even when it seems there is no solution to a problem, patience can allow the problem to resolve itself. Patience is the virtue that we work through right now. We wait on God. If he can't get to us, it's because he's too busy working for us. Know that. If God isn't with you right this moment, it's because he's busy doing something for you. Do you know that? You better know that. And what did he do today? I told Mr. Plum the same thing, but at the same time, he shut me up so fast. You know what I mean? He dropped me off $150. I'm like, cool, God, but quit doing this. I want, what about a job? And then he sat me down. He's like, 20 hours a week at $10 an hour is only going to get you about 150 and 60. Can you shut up? That's not good enough? You want the job? You want to waste your time over there? Or you want to keep doing what I said do? All right, God, I'm sorry. Fine. That's just it. You know what I mean? Sorry, not sorry. History. The 37th deacon was devoted to the 5th epimenal, days that were added and aligned the 360-day Egyptian calendar with the 365-day solar calendar. All right, so this is the end of the year for them. 5 days of the end of the year. These guys rule 5 days. What happens in the 5 days after? Well, this means that Setwi only covers half of the typical Egyptian weekend. The glyph for this deacon is 2 or 3 tortoises. The name is Setwi can be literally interpreted as meaning multiple female tortoises. Oddly, the ancient Egyptians regarded the tortoise with fear and awe. That makes sense. That's what I told him too. Nobody will come and approach me. I beg them. I beg you. I beg of you to speak with me. The police won't fuck with me. I mean, they'll do their job, but they're afraid of me too for whatever fucking reason. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not scared. I'm not afraid. And that's it. It's like you're in fear of awe because of what you've been told your whole life. But you hear me and you see me and you laugh at it like, okay. It was associated with the powers of darkness, evil, night, and evil. Well, that's me and the full moon and what's going on right now. And the big fat blue moon. Blue moon. Yeah, I guess. You guys fuck it all up. Fuck it up. I'm not being evil. It's just. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, darkest, dark night, whatever. Spell 368 in the coffin text, whereas the deceased ward off eating unclean food in the underworld. Oh, that's crazy, because that's what I was watching about yesterday. It was all about this farm and his cows. His cows went mad. And it was really because they were putting fucking Teflon in the fucking water. Including, do you live in West Virginia? You might be, just kidding. You might have testicles, is what I was going to say. Includes a desire not to eat tortoises. Yeah, you're not even supposed to have them in some countries. You shouldn't be eating turtles. That's not fun. The book, here it goes. The Book of Gates, from the alabaster sarcophagus of Seti I, paints the tortoise as the enemy of Re, repeating 3 times, Re lives, the tortoise dies. Re lives, the tortoise dies. Re lives, the tortoise dies. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Sure. Okay. Defeat my enemies, please, and thank you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. They're only there for like 5 days. They got it. Why? Have you guys ever had? It's going to start to happen. Your towns are going to start to be getting cleaned up right before the presidential race really takes off, and when they start coming to your towns and shit. Please get out there and start issuing hella tickets. They start cleaning up the town. They start making it look better than it is. Why? Because reporters are coming into town and they're reporting about your town. They want to make it look good. Same thing your parents do. They clean up the house before fucking the holidays. They know people are coming, so they clean up for the bullshit. So that's what they're doing. Who's coming? I wasn't going to tell you. I was saving this for myself, to be honest. Saving the good stuff for myself, but I guess it's for you too. I mean, I guess you could know about it, whether you're going to get it or not. What's happening? What's happening? Oh my gosh. I cannot believe it. Don't know what's happening. And that's why the Lion's Gate could have never been an opening of something amazing back then. Because how long does this door open? You got it all fucked up. Fucked up. What happens? The resurrection happens of Osiris. Right after that, the strength of Horus is given. Right after that, the leadership of Set sets in. Here I come with the salvation. And Niflheus with security. And then we start our year again. Are you catching this healing? No, it's alright. I missed it 2 years in a row. Where was I? Being devastated by Russ and his album and his girlfriend last year. Where am I? Celebrating Russ and his girlfriend and his album this year. And the crowd goes wild! Yeah, hey, that's called healing at its best. How did I get here? Oh man, wait till you see the documentary. Wait till you see. And what happens after that? New beginnings. Jubilation. We'll be all happy. We're happy. Happy snappy. Me and my cow. Me and my cow. Why? No more milk for free. Ha ha ha. Anyway, so that's what's going on. I guess I'll see you in 5 days for that bullshit. Moving on. Moving on up to the Krishna side. How do I know all this? I don't know. God told me. He got the cards right before the week started. It was funny. It's all in the books. I'm telling you. God who gives me fucking a pain in my ass. Alright, so let's go on to our new Krishna energy. What's in the Krishna energy? I don't know. Let's find out. I don't know. I don't care, to be honest. I'm ready for all challenges and adversities. Oh, something fell. Ooh, what do we got? Oh, it's me again! Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Ooh, the goddess of darkness has arrived. I mean, obviously, I'm walking through the gates of, into my most beautifulness. I'm just all... What's in here? I told you. Goddess rooted. Ooh! What am I bringing to the table? I'm here. Worldly power. Earthly enjoyment. Fearlessness in battle. You want to fight? You want to fight? I promise you're going to be fight. Have you ever seen Neo? You're going to swing and I'm going to move and I'm going to be like, oh, that's interesting. Okay. No, you can't even get that close. Quit around, dude. Something's going to eat you before you even get here. Something invisible will suck your heart out of you or something weird. I want to point that out. Before I go any further. You push me. Your intentions purely are to push me into my dark side. But have you ever considered the consequence if you got what you wanted? If I came out, if Kali awoken fully with no restraint, and there's nothing that can stop Kali but God created me. If my Kali came out and I started ripping and drinking blood and doing all these crazy occult practices and getting away with it in my murderous ways because I know so much about the freaking, about the legitimacy of law, what would you do? What if I just started using my magic for darkness? What if I started sending evil to you? Which I very much can. I'm not. Again, I choose of my own free will to use my power for good and not evil. But nobody knows what would happen if I just started doing it. Do you believe God's going to not forgive me and he's going to hang me and then all this is going to happen? Or he's just going to be like, well, I hoped you'd be better, Lilith. I hoped you would have been better, but I love you and I created this madness in you and, this is all my fault. He's giving me the power to do what I please. And what pleases me in this time is to help you. But have you ever considered, and that's what I said, if I even thought about something too hard, I could set a fire. Absolute destruction. I cannot think about anyone because then we'll get into, I will be in your reality. I'm not subject to sitting here in this body. I never just do. The body sits here. I choose to be in the light. And that's why I tell you, I choose not to go into your space. But what happens if you ever worked? If you ever got me to be that evil woman that you keep telling everyone, what if I turn into the demon that you think me to be? Could you stop me? Knowing the powers I have, do you think you could stop me? Could anybody in man's army stop me? When really it's not in my fingers, but nothing more than inside of my mind, and lobotomies are illegal now. You do understand that legally, I can do whatever I want because all of my power is within my mind. And since I'm deemed to have a sane mind, there's no limitations to what I can do, and it can't be proven because it's all a fabrication of your mind until you can prove that it came from mine. But if it didn't come from my hands, then how, as again, my hands are clean. You have no proof. Whereas you guys have plenty of proof of how you have paid for practitioners, flown to practitioners, Cash App practitioners. You have all this proof of your dark practices, hoping that I would start practicing dark practices and you could make me you. Not understanding, what if I did turn it on and I really wouldn't have to do any of the stuff that you're going to beg people to do? They get their dark energy from me. Kali, Lilith, Hecate, Medusa, Persephone. They get that from me. So what if I gave it back to you? Have you ever considered if I chose to say, nah, God, I'm not going to alchemize this one. I'm going to send it right back to them. You wouldn't be alive. What if I just start doing that? What if I choose to take your energy, but to give it back to you? What if I choose of my own free will to be just as you are? To no longer alchemize energy. That you give me negativity and I give it back to you powered with my intention and from my mind. What do you think that'll do to you? Maybe stop bothering me. Because I am all powerful, but I choose of my own free will to use this power in the glory of God. But I can do whatever I please. And it's all one thought away. One thought away. You want me to think badly of you, but have you considered what will happen if I do? Maybe think a little bit harder before you say my name. Going back to it. As the darkness. Worldly power, earthly enjoyment, fearlessness in battle, access to feminine power and virtues. Yeah, you have no feminine power. Your whole distorted masculine energy, and you're not virtuous. You don't stand behind any of the virtues, especially patience. So, let's move on. That's me, that's you, that's us. Alright, where do you fall into this? I don't know. Do you even practice any of this? Then you're just here for entertainment purposes only, I suppose. That's what I've come to realize. If you're not a practitioner, then you're just here for the entertainment. Well, sit down. I'm still going. If I can find my other cards. Alright, here we go. So, let's see what's up in the Odin energy. The 9 realms. Where in the 9 realms is we rolling? Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay. No, I'm not throwing all those cards down. I got too many. Pick one. Alright, fine. Thor! I don't know if I pulled Thor's card. That's pretty cool. You know, that's the symbol that's on my knife in my car. It's not a knife. It's a, I can't think of the word right now. Athene. But anyways, that's it. Where's the book? Here we go. Thor. I was wearing that orange earlier until I had to take another shower. Now I'm in red. Red wine. Where you at, Thor? Loki. God, go away. Power. I got the power. Alright. Associated with thunder, Thor is the son of Odin and Jord. Earth, and Jord, Earth. His hammer, whatever, Majorn, whatever, is one of the most fearsome weapons in existence, given to him by his father Odin, with the warning to use responsibly with great power. Crafted by the dwarfs, the hammer represents power as well as the destruction possible if we misuse our earthly life. Be mindful of your abilities, your emotions. You're intrinsically linked to the way that you use them. Ooh, I guess that's just the truth is, my power doesn't lie in something else. It's all inside of my head. Everything. The whole universe. It's not really. No, it's not. It's not. All I have to do is focus it through a thought. I'm going to teach you that because I saw that coming up. It's in the Palladians. Or the Melchizedek, how to manifest. That's what it is. Why did Odin tell him the power was in there? Because you don't want them to know how powerful you are. Why did they not teach you about the goddesses? Because they don't want you to know about your divine feminine. The world is taught to teach you to turn off your feelings, suffocate them, drown them, do something to get rid of them, don't listen to them. It's a programming against you. So that way you're not all powerful. Thor, if he didn't have the hammer, he didn't have the power. Oh, I got the power. His dad put a limitation on him. You want another manipulation of it? You seen Big Daddy? Where he's scared and he gives him the glasses. He's like, look, when you put on these glasses, you're invisible. And he believed it worked. So every time he put on the glasses, he felt invisible. He felt it gave him a power. Harry Potter, the liquid luck. It's the manipulator that says this will give you power. If you do this, it'll give you power. There's no power in the thing. It's in you. Anyways, our feelings are the most powerful weapon we possess. Obviously. That's what I'm telling you. You can use them. Here goes. If we withhold love, we damage another. If we allow anger to drive us, we cause hurt. If we live fearfully, we miss the opportunities life offers. Recognize the gift this card offers. Thor's hammer can break through the walls or barriers in the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual realms. Allow Thor to set you free. Interesting, because they're removing obstacles too. Tag team, back again. What do I stand for? I am the goddess of destruction. Give me the... That's what I stand for, bro. Ugh. As much as I create, we destroy. On this life or another. That's it. It has to be. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Break down. Merkstavi. When Thor uses his hammer for the betterment of the 9 realms, based on his responsibilities, it's done from his godly position. How are you wielding your power based on your responsibilities? What am I doing? I don't know. Just cleaning up the mess at this point. I really am. That's all I can tell you. What am I doing? Cleaning up the mess. That's all I'm doing. I'm just cleaning up the mess before I go. If you've become power hungry, this is an urgent reminder to put your hammer down. Oh. That's them, right? Ready? Court's in session. What does that mean? They were power hungry. They thought they were getting away with it. They thought everything was cool and they could just keep going another year of this bullshit. No. No. They wanted me to live in fear. They wanted me to have all of these problems. These are your problems. Is your house safe when you leave town this week, to go on tour? If you've become power hungry, this is an urgent reminder to put the hammer down. Our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies all influence our power. Ground your energy and ask Thor to help you navigate your soul's journey for the highest good of the universe. That's it. What do you care about? I don't care. It all comes down to, are you... this is a great one. Before I go any further, where did this come from? I don't know where I was thinking about it. I don't know what I was thinking about. Maybe Armageddon. I was thinking about Armageddon, the movie. And they, everybody, science and everybody, they're always watching the stars. They're waiting for some big-ass fucking asteroid to come and take out Earth. Do you have no faith? There's nobody outside of Earth protecting us? You've seen them. Everybody's seen them. Everybody has caught an eyewitness. There's enough video footage to prove that aliens are real. 100%. If you deny it now, you're just an idiot. Sorry, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You can't say your book, no, my Bible says it's not real. That footage isn't real. No, bro. Somebody's lying to you, bro. You can see it with your own eyes, then it's real, dummy. So, going back to it. If, for example, this is big ass Armageddon, big ass meteor comes flying at us like they say it's going to. God's just going to let it. He's just going to let it destroy everything that he's worked so hard for in all this time. He's not going to do anything to stop this thing. He's just going to let it come and destroy all of us all at once. No survivors. We're all going to die because God said. Or does he have the ability to maybe flick that motherfucker? You know what I mean? Like, it's coming in. You can see it coming in. And then all of a sudden, it catches wind and goes that way. Can scientists explain that? No. But in the sense of, why hasn't nothing hit us first? You know what I mean? Is there no God outside of us that's protecting us? Now, does it come and we blow it up and we have all of that shit that they say? You know what I mean? The rocks of fire falling from above. Interesting. Now, my question is, perhaps that's not what they saw falling from above. What's our internet connected to? Satellites. Without the satellites, which are not run by God, they're just pop cans floating in the freaking, mirrors, if you will. Just mirrors floating in the atmosphere, out in the freaking universe, sending down transmissions. So in essence, if there was anything that's come flying out of there that was useless and could make mankind better, I would suggest that it would probably be something like that. Now, going back to you non-believers of aliens, Where do you think they get all their information when we have it all channeling through a star system outside, some kind of space stations that give us internet connection? It all comes from out there. We're unconnected without that connection out there. It must go, here's Earth. It must, you know what I mean? For it to come, we need to find a way. It's simple geometry. You know what I mean? Here's Earth. It has to, how do we send a signal from here to here? It has to go up here and catch it. So we have a bunch of these motherfuckers all over. Okay? Revelation said that there was a bunch of fire falling from the sky. What happens when we get rid of the internet? Ding, 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 ding! And the crowd goes wild. What did I tell you over a year ago? Start writing your stories. This shit will not last. Nobody will care. It won't even. You won't even. We won't even. How do you take out your enemy? You stop their communications. Who's out there? Who's the enemy out there? Who have they been trying to hide from us since the beginning? Have you watched enough alien movies? Okay, well, if not, I'm going to tell you about them. We're going to talk about the aliens out there in a very fun form that work for God. Yeah, going back to it. Anyways, I just want to go back to, you know, you're not powerful. You have no power. Put the hammer down. Anyways, God is in control. What does this say? Thor helps you to navigate your soul's journey for the highest good of the universe. Yeah, pretty much. What the hell are you building? Destruction? Build a bitch. That's what you're doing. Building a bear. Hey, if you keep poking the bear. That's what I heard earlier. What happened? They poked the bear, I guess. Was I angry? I'm never angry. Not usually. I'm touchy. In the mornings especially. Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. And it's just, I'm touchy, but I'm not angry. Not usually. Alright. There's those. Let's get into the good stuff, I suppose. I don't even really know how to do this. I've been putting this off for like 3 days. What are we going to talk about today, Willis? We're going to talk about the Palladian Workbook. Awakening your divine Ka energy. What is all this? For anybody new, this is somebody else's teaching. They go through it a scientific way being told by aliens. Do I know them? Sort of. Sort of. Not really. I mean, do I know Krishna? Sort of. Not really. I mean, I'm just a transmitter myself. I catch all the messages. I'm the antenna out there. I'm the space station. That's no moon. It's a space station. Yeah, I am. I'm the goddess of the moon and the space station. Quit dumbing me down, dumbhole. Alright, anyways, this is really good. I didn't know this is where we were going to be, but this is where we're going to be. Hey, somebody's watching. I see you. Not really. I can just see a little person that says somebody's out there. Somebody's out there. Alright, who are the Palladian emissaries of light? I don't know. Let's try to talk about the aliens without laughing. I know. Why do I laugh about them? Because the government told me they weren't real, so now I gotta believe in some shit I never believed in before, even though I'd done seen them a million times. Have you seen an alien? I know, right? Why didn't we believe it the first time? You seen a ghost too? I know! Why didn't we Dude, you saw the red flags and should have not dated that person? I know! Why don't we listen to our inner feelings? Because our logical mind says, no, we're tripping. Now you need to trip harder. Before you really trip. Alright. Who are the Palladian emissaries of light? I don't know. Who are you fuckers? I see you in my dreams. Just kidding. Whenever we come to the end of a major evolutionary cycle, it's the end of the world as we know it. Usually every 5,200, here we go, ready? Or 26,000 years. There's certain people that know my numbers. We've been saying the same numbers for a long time. There's certain numbers that are our numbers. You remember our numbers, guys? Why is 26 our number? Pac. Pac on the block. Always. Why? Why do I know that? Because it was 26 years ago that he had died when he took me to the bay and they were doing the commensuration of giving him a fucking street and all this other bullshit. That's how I'll know. It was 26 years later. Did I know he died in fucking Vegas? No, I didn't even know that. To be honest, I had a huge fight when I was like 18, 19 with my sisters because I said he was West Coast and they said he was not. I was like, you don't even know. You don't even know. They're like, you really don't. I didn't know. I had no idea I was completely wrong. How do I know him? In the spirit, bro. Alright, the Palladian emissaries of light make themselves known. They are a collective group with diverse responsibilities and roles, including that of guardians of Earth and the solar system. As guardians, they come to awaken us where we are in our evolution and to what is needed in order to take the next steps. How did this happen? In the 1990s, they were doing a lot of fucking abductions and shit. What happened? Yeah. Yeah. I have it. It's right in my back. I can feel it. I made a story about it. It happened after the new year. I can feel it right now as we're doing it. There's something foreign in my back that I can feel liquids and shit come through. That's where my transmissions come from them, not from God up here. They come right here. When they tried to do it, all I saw was light, and I almost had an epileptic seizure, bro. So then all of a sudden I had this weird thing that I could feel. I describe it as that thing in Neo's head, right here, and I can feel this liquid going up and down. It takes me a while. Under a full moon is usually when it blasts, and they're about to do it again. Do it again. Please don't. They're emptying whatever they put in me from the last full moon to get me ready for this one. Or they've already juiced me. I can feel it in my back right now. Anyways, yeah, they how did they tap in? They literally tapped in. Is it in my skin? I don't know. Maybe. Somebody get me to a doctor. Just kidding. I've already been to many doctors. But I feel like it was just put there. I don't know. I had a dream, dude. I was like real as fuck. That's how people saw it too. I was going to bed one night and all I saw was all these fucking beings around me, and I'm at a table and I can see Kobe in the back and I'm scared because I've never seen these things before. I'm like, Kobe, what's happening? It's all in my documentary. And did I know what happened then? No, but when I asked what is in my back, when did this happen? It take me back to that memory. So I saw them. And you know what I mean? They brought me to the table where they all, the fucking Galactic Federation. And that's why I was like, get me to somebody I can show you where this is. You can't see it, but I can tell you where it is. Why? Because I travel from my body straight to it. I know exactly how to get there. I have to leave from my body to get there. I don't just, you're there. No, I travel there. It's called an astral travel. Like, I have to go from here to there. And that's because it's not far. It's like down the street. Not really. It's up in the air. Anyways, I know I sound crazy, right? That's okay. I'm not. As guardians, they come to awaken us to where we are in our evolution and to what is needed in order to take the next steps. Their information applies not only to our planet as a whole, but to individuals who have a personal connection with the Palladians, as I do. Okay. When we need what? I'm busy. Later, yes. But why ask now if you know I'm busy now? Ask later when I'm not busy. And I already said it.
You're never not busy.
Disney? Okay, Disney. Close the door. That was a dumb question. I said I was going to make that. Sorry, it's not dumb. I just don't understand. Some things I don't understand. I told her I was going to make that for dinner. She comes in the middle of my reading and says, are you going to make this for dinner? Yes. But why are you asking me this? I can't do it now. It takes me, I'm not mean. I just don't really understand the lack of communication or the confusion or the mind games. And I'm just like, why are you shoving this at me right now? You see that I can't do anything about it. I don't know. I don't mean to be so mean. And that's to everyone. Like, I don't understand why she did that right now. I really don't understand what was the madness behind shoving that at me when I couldn't do anything about it. But I already told her that's what I was making for dinner, so I'm confused. What just happened? I can understand the stars and planets and God, but my teenagers, I'm lost. Are you mind fucking me? What's happening? Am I supposed to stop and... Are you hungry? What's going on right now? Focus on my job. Their information applies not only to our planet as a whole, but individuals who have a personal... Yeah. When my needs are genuine, my Palladian friends always seem to appear, whether my needs are for personal healing or clearing information, or at times simple reassurance, or perhaps for reawakening more of my memories of my purpose and service here on Earth. And that's pretty much what they do with me. It's not really a big deal. When I'm really in dark nights of the soul, they give me reassurance, healing. There's been times, like, how do I know the table? They've pulled me up there in the middle of a dark night of the soul and sat me at the table, like, well, are you alive? Yeah, my skin's heavy. All right, you do know what you're doing, right? Not at the moment. I got lost. Sorry. And it happens. It happens. And, like, you forget for a minute. The skin gets so heavy, you literally put it on and forget that you're not the skin and you forget what you're doing. You're so deep in those feelings, bro. You forget that you're not the feelings. They consume you. They've pulled me out many times. Let's see. Memories of my purpose and service here on Earth. The Palladians always assist me appropriate and meaningful ways. There are different kinds of beings with different functions within the Pleiadian emissaries of light, and they have met a wide variety of needs along the way. Not all Pleiadians are members of this group, however. Ra, the one being who speaks to me instructionally and philosophically, is part of what I call the Pleiadian archangelic tribes of the light. Oh, remember? I told you about the rainbow children? These archangels serve to ward I'm getting downloads and my back's hurting. I'm going to readjust. These archangels serve as wards of Earth and our solar system. There are 4 of these angelic tribes that are delineated by the color they emanate: the golden ray, the scarlet red, the clear blue, and the gentle emerald. There are many beings of each color, and all of the beings of the same color share the same name. All of the golden yellow Pleiadian angelic tribe members are called Ra, and they are keepers of divine wisdom, which is the product of all experience. The blue beings are named Ptah, and they are all protectors and preservers of the eternal nature of life. Mayat, it's Mama. I can't say it without saying Mayat. I gotta say it as Mayat, is the title given to the red beings who are the spiritual warriors. Okay? They hold the energy of divine courage, which is beyond fear. And that's me. Obviously. There are more of the Mayat beings incarnated on Earth at this time than any of the other 3 angelical groups. How did I know? Because I know. All right, the green beings are referred to as Ra, and they hold the energy of divine compassion and understanding. But they understand to be part of the diamond, you know what I mean? You incorporate it. I teach it in my archangels, and I typically teach it on. I didn't pull an archangel for you guys today. I typically teach it on a Sunday. All right, some of the Pleiadian archangels make conscious links with human beings, as Ra has done with me. Others specialize in interstellar and planetary communications that are centralized in Alsoni, the central sun of the Pleiadians. Still, other Pleiadian archangels work with humans during our dream time and show us possibilities beyond what we have presumed to be physical limitations. Okay, you can access them through your dream time, but again, I teach you to do that in a woke state. So, at times, they orchestrate special healing dreams to help us to release the past and continue growing, or to find new ways of expressing ourselves that are more commensurated with who we are becoming. Now they are beginning to facilitate the remembrance and teachings of ancient healing modalities, such as Pleiadian light work, contained in chapters 5 through 14. Another type of interference with humans and Earth occurred in the winter of 1992. The Pleiadian emissaries, do you guys remember? Do you remember that was great. That was great. The Pleiadian emissaries of light, some of you weren't even born. Half of my twin flames weren't born then, guys. They were literally born in 91, most of them. And later. That was funny. Anyways, the Pleiadian emissaries, us know. I know it hit Detroit, dude. I know Colorado, it was unbelievable. I saw what it did to Michigan. I remember. That was crazy. The Pleiadian emissaries of light succeeded in making out-of-body space travel almost instantaneous between Earth and the Pleiadian clusters for those of us experiencing human lifetimes. There was a celebration at that time with a great gathering of human light workers and members of the Galactic Federation, including the Pleiadian emissaries of light, which I was privileged to attend. I was also blessed to experience this no time and space travel when I was taken to a planet in one of the solar systems of the Pleiades and back again. Where? Through her mind, astral traveling. That's it. I can teach you it later, but I can't teach you any of that until you start working through your brain. That's why I stopped teaching these next levels. All that you need to work through right now is your memories and your feelings. Can we talk about your childhood? Then we're not going to talk about magic or the aliens or the connection to God you can't get connected until you get through that. Going there and coming back Each took place in a matter of seconds. And that's it. You can be there. It's in the blink of an eye. It's in a thought. It's in a thought. The planet I was taken to was incredible. The Pleiadians who inhabited it have created the equivalent of planet-wide museums where every species has ever existed in the galaxy, including those extinct on Earth, still lives. There are groves of trees. And that's another thing, too. Did you think God just let things stop existing? You didn't think he preserved anything? He just, you know what I mean? It just died? Why would he do that? When he took all the creatures, 2 of each creature. Going back to the dodo bird. You know what I mean? And all the other animals that supposedly went extinct. No, we didn't take care of them, so they took them away so they could take care of them. We didn't know how to take care of them properly. And that's what happened. Truthfully, he's a good God. They're not gone forever. Truthfully, we just didn't know how to take care of his, you know what I mean, his species. And that's just kind of the way it is. Anyways, caretakers of the museum is one of the inhabitants' fondest responsibilities. The list of specialties of the Pleiadian archangelic tribes and the Pleiadian emissaries of light has barely been touched upon, yet I have given you a general sense of the vast range of their expertise and dedication. The psychic surgeons and healers are the other members of the Pleiadian emissaries of light with whom I am privileged to work with. They are not Pleiadian archangels, my shortened name for the Pleiadian archangel tribes of light, but they do work closely with them. Loosely speaking, the Pleiadian archangels are their instructors who delegate to them what has to be done. Again, a family. There's always, you know, micro to the macro. And we all report to God. Just as we're on Earth, have a higher council of 12 that oversees everything in the solar system, and that's it, me and my 12. The Pleiadian, and that's what you don't get, they're a representation of those planets too. They haven't really embodied shit. They're just a bunch of nobodies. The Pleiadian and who am I? Come on, are you serious right now? Jeez. The Pleiadian archangel tribes of the light serve that function in the Pleiadians, or in the Pleiades. As we have angels, guides, ascending masters, and teachers working under our higher council of 12, likewise, the Pleiadians have many groups serving the Pleiadian archangels. These archangels, in turn, have a broader-based supreme being they serve just as our higher council does. These hierarchies are not one of masters and servers in the sense of some being better than or some less than. The structure is simply based on the particular essential nature of all beings who, when reaching certain levels of evolution, deeply desire to give to the server, to give and serve others. From that, I have been given. Hold on, it's going dark. From what I've been given to understand, this desire is based on divine love that is beyond most humans' ability to comprehend. It is also motivated by the same thing that keeps us growing, the desire for an end to separation and to be one with the God, Goddess, all that is. The higher beings long to be fully one with us again. Yeah. I'm going to stop there. That's the truth. What am I here? I'm all alone. I'm all alone in heaven. I'm all alone in paradise and nobody's here with me. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to bring you home. What do I tell you? Or at least as people. I'm here to bring you home. So we can all be together again. And that's why I dropped real and got real quiet. It's like, you know, if I'm not... The spirit realm, bro. I don't open the gates. That's Jesus. But if we can get you on the right side of the gates, you're going through them. That's all I can say. I don't know. That was deep. As it is. And really, what does it mean? It means we serve. We serve the humanity. We serve for the highest of all. That's it. The most high. Which high? I don't know. As high as you can go, truthfully. All of them. And that's why I'm not, that's as a pagan priestess, I don't serve just, you know what I mean, the Father of Jesus. But it is my Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. You know what I mean? Who also created all things. But again, you know what I mean? They know their creator. Shall I? Hindus know their creator by a different name. The Egyptians know their creator by a different name. The Buddhists know their creator by a different name. You know what I mean? Everybody knows their creator by a different name, but it doesn't mean that their creator is less of, or more of, or not of the creation of God. As long as it's a good, benevolent God that teaches the same. But when you go over here and try to push yourself as God, then God's going to get you. All right, let's go into the Melchizedek order. Melchizedek order. This is another, look, love, willingness, service, and fulfillment. This is another order of the light where we don't have a choice. We serve humanity. What does this mean? Let me just read you for anybody that doesn't know. It's a totally balanced, authoritative incarnation of Christ prior to that of Jesus. The topics such as reincarnation, spiritual development, free will are present in the manual and relate to the positive approach to current transitional stage of spiritual evolution, promoting harmonious views of religion where there is one God, understood and worshipped in a variety of different ways, each serving a purpose to those worshiping and to those overall understanding of spirituality. This testament to the order is both down to earth and profound. So that's what it is. It's just another order. So this guy had Melchizedek come to him. Did you have an alien? Who came to you? What spirit came to you before I came yelling at you that God's coming? You didn't hear his call, bro. They come to everyone. Everybody's got all these stories. Here's a story. Just kidding. Creating and manifestation. I don't know why they want me to teach you this, but I'm going to. Until I feel like it's getting out of control. First of all, there is God. There is divine order, and from God's divine order comes causation of energy. This is not all that God is, but it is part of God. So a part of God produces cause and effect. Therefore, there is all of creation, visible and invisible, in the status of I am that I am. From that comes I will be, or I am becoming. So we also have creation, which is God's will evolving forever. It has no end. It will continue to evolve and create itself and reproduce itself over and over. God, and it is God becoming more of itself. That's God's desire, God's will. And since we are made of the universe, we are also the will of God becoming. In terms, the evolution of creation. Some people ask, is there an antichrist? My question to them is there an anti-God? Of course not. There is only God. There is only good. Now, let me stop before he goes any deeper. Are there people that are against God? Did he create them that way? But have they turned against God? So, with that being said, keep that in mind. An antichrist is a person that's turned from Christ, that's against Christ, against his teachings, against the beliefs of Christ. So many of you are anti-Christ. You say you're non-Christians, but that's anti-Christ. Truthfully, if you're not a Christian, you're anti. You're against it. You're not part of it, then you're against it. If you're not with us, then you're against us. Is that yes or no? Is it not that simplistic? Shall we have an argument? You're not against him, but you're for him? Where's this gray? I'm missing it. Are you a Christian or are you an antichrist? A Christian is a Christ. A Christian is a studier of Christ. An antichrist is someone against Christ. So if you don't study him, are you against it? Why? Don't you study Christ? Why are you anti-Christ? Or anti-Buddhist? Or anti-this? Or anti-that? I don't know. Let's find out what this guy says about it. There is only good. God's essence creates the light itself and all the functions of aspects of light. There's no anti-love. That's true. But you think about it. People hate love. They hate seeing people in love. They hate love movies. They hate love songs. They hate. Did God create them that way? Full of incapable of loving? Or did they, with their own thoughts, become anti-love? You're either loving or anti-loving, right? maybe? The concept of an antichrist has no existence except in our imagination. Out of the innocence or the ignorance, we may choose to take ourselves there, take ourselves out of the paradise, take ourselves out of Eden, and live in a reality thought from form separate from and sometimes devoid of God. We thereby create a place where God, in essence, is handicapped. Take it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. One more time. The concept of an antichrist has no existence except in your imagination. Out of innocence or ignorance, we may choose to take ourselves there, meaning, out of innocence or ignorance, you may choose to not believe in Christ. Take ourselves out of the paradise. That means you're out of the story. If you don't believe in the story, then you don't have a place in the story. Take ourselves out of Eden. That means I don't believe in your God. I don't believe in that story. I was never part of that. I don't believe in that, I don't believe in that garden with all those promises. But you believe in the devil. I don't know what else you believe, but I just want to point that out. And live in a reality thought form. Now listen, you take yourself out and you live in a reality thought form separate from and sometimes devoid of God. Meaning I don't believe in any of that. I don't practice any of that. Therefore, you're taking God out of your life. You're saying that this isn't part of your life and that he's not part of this and you're not part of that. By pulling yourself out, you're pulling it out of you. We thereby create a place where God, in a sense, is handicapped and will not come into our creation, our Eden, our place that is full of our own creative disharmonies. And that's it. If you don't go into his home, he's not, that's where it is. You've created this place. And that's what's funny is, when you're out here doing what you're doing, you think that God's not watching you. I've talked to many Christians that think that there's no God in that place. No, that's in your imagination because you were told that God doesn't live there, but God is everywhere. And that's how I got Scary Larry and why he's more scared of me. He's a street preacher. Who is this guy? It's in my documentary. He was standing on the side of the street with a big fat sign that says, "Stop sinning." I'm trying to get people in it. And I'm walking down the street and he wants to pull me in. He knows everything about spirituality. You know what I mean? And all this stuff. But he tries to tell me that the places I'm going, I'm not protected. I said, God is everywhere. There's no such thing as evil. And then he says something stupid to me. He says, so when someone's raping a child, that's evil. God is not there. Now let me tell you why he said that. Why do you think his daughter doesn't talk to him? Don't you project on me, motherfucker. And I told him, and little does he know, I was the child that was being raped my whole life. You mean like when I was 3 years old and he put me on top of the freaking counter in the bathroom? Or you mean when I was 5 years old and they took me into the bathroom of the bar? Which time? God was there. You know how I know? Because he turned it off and I didn't have to see it. I didn't have to feel it. God was there. That was mercy. That was grace. I'm still alive. I still bear children. My guts is kind of fucked up, but that's okay. God was there. And that's it. God exists, and that's where you guys got it all fucked up. This is that moment, Draco. You're so powerful. You go and take down everyone. No, I don't. I just walk in and tell them that God's here. He does that on his own. I make them aware that they're not outside of God, but he's right here watching you and doing this, and he wants you to come back home and get out of this shit. So then I leave them with God. And all the forms of God that ever was, because he created everything for his glory. As we said, the slaughterers and the demons, he created them. If not, you know what I mean? Why didn't he destroy them? They were creations of God. Interesting, isn't it, though? Anyways, going back. We're thereby creating a place where God, in sense, is handicapped. We have come to our creation of our Eden, blah, 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 blah. I sometimes imagine how this must be difficult for God. I sometimes think that with all of that, it knows of itself. Even that aspect of itself has been free from free will, which is the human condition. How God must long that we would not choose separation. Although we have the right, and that's it. What did I do? I ran from God further than anyone. And that's why I was so surprised. You've been here this whole time. You didn't destroy me or anything. You just loved me through all of this darkness and madness, and you forgive me, and you gave me new life. I couldn't believe it. And that's why I told you. And that's what I told in my community page. I told the baby. It's like, you know, you're not unforgiven. It's just people with unforgiving hearts that don't understand how to forgive. We'll get back to it all. It'll be okay. But right now, it's okay. That's just how it is. Another way to understand this is to imagine a spectacular diamond with such a myriad of facets that each of its most exquisite gems... Please take that out. You are interrupting my video. What's in the box? Oh no. A bunch of snacks from their grandpa. But why are they snacking? I don't know. Maybe it's dinner time. They know I don't make dinner till 7. What time is it? I don't. It's too hot. You can't. Fuck off. Eat something else. Anyways, going back to it. Maybe it's time for dinner. I'm not sure. They're munching. Where were we? Melchizedek. Something about Melchizedek. There it is. Okay. I sometimes think that with all of that, it knows of itself, even the aspect of itself that has free will, which is the human condition. Yeah. This is why Melchizedek was and is created. Another way to understand this is to imagine the spectacular diamond. Yeah, that's where we were. The facets of it, that it is the most exquisite gem ever seen by the human eye. What makes it glisten so brightly are the many facets, its aspects. Then realize what you are still looking at is only a single stone. Take this fabulous diamond, which is often used as a symbol for God, an example of one of its facets, which we will call the Melchizedek, and realize that it is all still only a single thing. This is interesting, because that's what I was trying to say. The Galactic Federation of Light. We're all part of the light, and that's it. To be part of the diamond ray. You know what I mean? And that's it. We're all a reflection of the light. That's it. It's one, you know, we all reflect it. It is another aspect of the oneness. When you think about God chooses to do by repeatedly coming into the earth plane to fulfill a Christ role that we have created as an idea, it's amazing to realize that God makes never-ending efforts to have us wake up and recognize our divine nature, recognize how we fight that and struggle against self-love and self-appreciation. This is the reason for the Melchizedek. As I travel around the world and talk about Melchizedek, I am amazed at the receptivity invoked in the other people and cultures. If I were to talk about Jesus or Joshua, I would not get the same response, and yet they are all aspects of the same job description. In fact, just to talk about the man who turned, just to talk about the may turn some people off about its truth. And that's the truth. I don't know if Allie and some of you ever heard about Jesus Christ before I started teaching you about him. Bronwyn said she went to a Catholic school, but she forgot all of the Bible. So many people didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know if Allie was okay to listen to my teachings about Christ. You're not even supposed to be listening to shit like that. And then you can go into, you know what I mean, the cards. We were taught not to listen to people that are doing tarot. You have to be brave to be on to come to my page. You have to break your knowing just to step into the ring over here. And, you know, you might walk away feeling condemned, but I promise, and that's what I tell all of my twin flames, is it in your head or your heart? Is your mind giving you a hard time about being with me, or your heart? Because your heart wants more. What brings you back? What's your intentions? What do you want? Why do you come here? You know what I mean? That's it, and that's true, you know what I mean? As I pull out my demon cards, everything I got, I had to break my own rules too. Learning magic, learning all this stuff. This isn't what we were taught to do. You're supposed to, and that's what I had to even look. I hit Mr. Plum with. He's got these beautiful people that come in from the Mormon Church of Latter-day Saints that come and visit him weekly. His own people don't do that. But they want to invite him to the church, but he can't. It's like, do you feel like you're cheating on God if you go and see how other people pray to him? Or are you cheating on your church? God's still there, or that's not their God. That's not a real God that they serve. or your God won't understand. Will your God strike you if you go see their God? Is it a different God? It's interesting to think about. And that's the same thing too. He couldn't even, if it wasn't their church, well, then anybody else's. Could you go to the Baptist church, Mr. Plum? How about the Lutheran? How about the Presbyterian? Could you go to any other church outside of the Church of Christ? No. Is only the members of the Church of Christ going to heaven? I'm not going to tell you what they think. The Middle East continues to be on the brink of annihilation, and yet God persistently comes into the world through unconditional love, though the various aspects of its priesthood, and continues to encourage people to choose love over hate, to choose both passion and compassion to find their way home. It cannot insist, and it cannot rescue us from any of our folly. Remember that 2,000 years ago, Jesus sat on a hill above Jerusalem, and the shortest sentence in the New Testament records of event, Jesus wept. Why did he cry? Because he couldn't save you. The same reason I cry. All we can do is give you the message, bro. The same message that changes our lives and protects us and gives us all of our blessings. The same message that was always told. Do I give it to you Jesus form out of the Bible? No, because it's the same message that was always told from all of them. I let you choose where you want it from. However you want it. However do you need it? However do you want it? I give it to you whatever way, because it's all the right way as long as you're doing it right. With what? Love, compassion, understanding, forgiveness. The fruits of the Spirit, bro. Quit being an asshole. Pretty much. Quit being an asshole. This isn't hard stuff, bro. It just is hard because we have a hard heart. We feel hard. We got to be hard with people. We can't give. We can't forgive. We can't, no, you can. Stop. Meditate and listen. Anyways. The world through unconditional love and through the various aspects of its priesthood, blah, blah, blah. Where's Jesus wept? He knew what future they would create for themselves, and they did. This may refer to the siege of Jerusalem in 70 CE, but also to the events up to the including of this very day. Those involved in the Middle East may yet initiate a turning point in history, for they may choose to love themselves because they are themselves, whether they recognize it or not. They may still find a way to live peacefully among themselves. It's hard to say that, right? Does anybody know why the Palestinians fighting and what's going on over there yet? Why North Korea and South Korea are fighting? Why all of this shit is happening? Oh, that's right, unforgiveness. They may still find a way to live peacefully among themselves, and that would show the rest of the world what is possible. We are certainly inundated with news of their choosing not to collaborate peacefully or cohabitate peacefully. No, bro, they don't. It's danger. And there goes Russ and his whole family over there to go, it's all about you tour. I can't make this up. This is God's jokes. He's playing jokes. It's an awesome idea. Awesome. But we have another modern example. East and West Germany, South Africa, and North Ireland are recent histories of living examples of the possibilities. When we create, we say, gee, I hope I did this right. Then that is what we manifest, and it is not, then that is what is manifested, and it's not right, but it's not wrong either. It is what it is. We have the power to manifest as God does, but we do not realize that. We also have the power to manifest in unconditional love and in perfection as God does. In 24 hours, we could turn this world into paradise on earth, into the kingdom of God on earth. Instead, we generally choose to live in ignorance. Believe this, ignorance is not bliss. To the contrary, it can be quite deadly. I find it so frustrating to see so many people living a life of personal hell when all they have to do is change their minds. And that's what I teach you, the reprogramming of your mind. Shadow work. Can we talk about your childhood? I'm sorry, why do I do that? Can we just get to the root of this problem? Everything else will come out too. I promise. We don't have to talk about your boyfriends. They're going to come out too. They're related to this. Everything that's related to this. If we just go and you let me rip your fucking heart out, we can pull all the darkness out with it and put your heart right back in. How do I know? Because I'm the Kali. I'm the Isis. I've been ripping hearts out and putting people back together forever. That's what I do. Does this sound simplistic to you? It is. I don't have to physically rip it out. That's gross. I don't even like this. That's what God did to me this lifetime. He made me not like the sight of blood. I can't stand the sight of blood in this lifetime. He made it very strong. He made it strong. It's like, you know, Mr. Plum had a bloody nose. I almost... I'm gonna die! I can't stand blood. And then they're like, it tastes like copper. If you don't stop, I know this! I don't. I can't stand the sight of blood. He made sure that, you know, he put certain things in play here so we can make sure that, you know, nope, she doesn't want to hurt nobody. Oh, please take your owie somewhere else. Owie, owie, owie. Why? Because I can feel that shit. I can feel your I literally am like, what is it? Oh, man. It's like Edward Collins. I can hear your heartbeat in your blood. Like, oh, get away from me. I can hear it. Oh, I can hear your heart. Oh, I can hear your, oh. Blood exposure. Dude, give me a mask. Get away from me. Anyways. That's because it's simple. Everything of this nature happens the second you allow yourself to be the love that you are. And accept unconditional love as a state of being. Anything is possible then. Okay, how does that happen? It's a fucking battle, bro. How do I love Russ? Oh, God. How many ways? It's so hard. It's not easy. You just keep telling yourself you can't be like this. I don't know really how. Tell the white man how. I don't know how, really. I just know I gotta get over this. And, I mean, I don't know how. How do you love him It was a lot of training. It's a lot of training, because, like, I tried to hate him. I'd hate him for, like, days at a time. And God would just, like, my life would suck. I wouldn't be okay. And God would be like, if you don't go love that boy, please don't make me. That's all he wants me to do. So I had to just find ways to keep loving him, because I know that's what God wants from me. And, you know, I always say there's no way. Just when I think you can't sink any fucking lower, you come and do some stupid shit like this. You are so unlovable. That's why God called me in. It's like, dude, it had to be her. She is the only one that ever loved you in all your lifetimes. Little do you know, she don't love you. She loves what you give to her. She does not love you, my friend. Anyway, so that's where that is. Where do you get unconditional love? It's hard. It's hard to love yourself through the situation. You have to find understanding. Understanding builds compassion. And then from that, you can use that for forgiveness, because now you're filled with two, you know, it's like a triangle. It's a triangle. It's a triangle. So you got, you know, you build off of understanding. Let me understand what the fuck is happening here. Okay, now you start to build off compassion. You got these two. They're going to shoot up. And what do you got? What do you got? Forgiveness. I'm over it. I'm out of here. Love and understanding. I mean, you know, understanding and compassion. You get compassion from understanding. You get forgiveness from understanding and compassion. And after forgiveness, you get peace. And then you get God and get love. And really, you're just like, all right, I get it. You just look at it like, damn. And then when you really get it, you get it. You're like, damn, that took me a long time to get. All right, now, what is any of this? I got to figure out how to tell you about something about these cards. I'm not supposed to bring out the book, but we're supposed to talk about this. Okay, we're talking about Metatron. No, we weren't. We haven't talked about Metatron. Metatron was Enoch from the Bible, I believe. And he taught the sacred geometry, which is what I'm trying to, as I just showed you, the triangle and how it leads. You know what I mean? I was like, you know, you put these energies together. So let's start with this. And this. I want to show you some visuals, right? Leonardo, okay? Leonardo da Vinci, you know? He saw it. Do you see what this is? Okay, and then this. Now you see this. I just want to put together some images in your head, right? This is that psychology class where they're like, what do you see in this picture? Okay? So, there's the energetic, the virtuous man. Okay, now here's what it is. Do you see it? Okay, the triangles. So the woman is the chalice, and the man is the blade. I just want to talk. I said something pretty trippy to somebody today. I don't know what we were talking about. Something about being a witch or something. I was like, but they can't burn me now. He's like, they didn't. They didn't just burn them. I was like, no, I know. They stole their soul. They raped them before they burned them. They stole their soul, and then they got rid of the bodies. That's why they take women's... It's not just a feel-good. All of our divine energy, our creativity comes from in there. Men can't create. Women can. So anyways, it goes back to it. That's the triangle. This is the woman. This is the man. And it comes together and it makes that. The Merkaba. So, but as you see this, you see it as a man and a woman. But do you not see... Where's my guy? Where's he at? It's just a person. It's the duality of the person. You must align your divine feminine and your divine masculine to activate your Merkaba. You can't have this energetic field going on inside of you if you're not working through your feelings. The most powerful part of this is the chalice, your feelings, the divine feminine. So that's why mass society wants you cut off from your feelings. Because if you feel like this is wrong, you're going to act with integrity. When you act from your heart, you act brave and strong and determined. When you act from your mind, you act weak and fearful and controlled. Okay? All right. So there's that. But it's also a cube. Okay, what's going on in those freaking circles? Keep those circles at the top of your mind. Okay, what are we talking about? Well, do you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? It's right there too. I can't put them on top of each other like a piece of paper, but you can see it. It's everywhere. What are those circles? I'm going to get to it. But this really shows you. They teach you what's in these circles. But there's more. There's so much more. Okay, the triangles. Okay, your Surya yantra. This is moving energetic fields. I want to show you how these things connect. Just keep these visuals and I'm going to make it all make sense. Damn it. Damn it. I pulled this card and I was like, I've never seen this card. I've never seen this card. I've never pulled this card. Luna in the volcano. What did I just say? Today's the full moon and a volcano blew in Russia from an earthquake. I have to read this card, but there it is again. I saw this card and I was like, I've never read that card. I pulled it out just because of that, because I'd never read that card. Okay, so we went into the triangles, right? Let me double check. Okay, check. Now this is where it gets really important. Let's go back to the circles. Okay, where are the Pleiadians? Outside of Orion. Okay. The flower of life. What is that? Circles connected, right? The seed of life. What is it? Those circles connected. What is the fruit of life? Those circles multiplied and connected. What is your Ka energy? What did I just teach you? Okay, this one I can't even pronounce. But again, I want to show you what this is. The Mandela effect. Okay, now let's go further. I can't teach you. You won't fully understand. But if I can put these images into your head, then they can give them, after you have the vision, they'll give you the reality. Trust me. Trust me. Let's go back to the circles connecting. This was another card that I pulled that I'd never pulled before. I'm going to read these two cards when we're done. Transmutation. Nucleus. The lesson. And mind dreams. Okay. Let me help you understand just a couple things. You're right here. This is you. When you get out of there and you let the energy flow, it flows. Do you see all of it? You can see all the different flows, the energetic flows. So, as I tell you, the energy's flowing. I'm going this way. But all of a sudden I catch another energetic field and I flow around. And now I'm going a different way. These are energetic fields where I'm catching energy lines. I'm entering different realities based on these energy. I'm flowing here from a thought, and now I connect over here, and now it shoots me over here. But what am I really doing? I'm moving through the tree of life. I'm moving the energy inside of my body. So what am I really doing? Getting stuff from my crown. It's shooting down to certain areas, and I'm trying to alchemize it to make it real. You know what I mean? I felt a tap on my shoulder, so now it's got to go here, 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 here. It's a burst of energy that comes, and it flows through all different areas, and that's it. And so that's how you can access everything, but you have to open it. You have to open these doors, these realities, these ascensions. You can't. And once you get in there, what happens to each one? Infinite. They just go on and on and on. You will keep looping. Once you get on a fucking timeline, if you don't make a choice for once in your life, you will not jump to the next timeline. But understand that all of them are loops. Loopy. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You're here, but you want to be over here where things are good. You got to make the change. But once you get in it, that's it. And they're ever flowing. And there's that. And then you get the energy going like this. This is your energetic field. This is literally what they call your Merkaba. This is what the Merkaba looks like outside of you. This is your attraction. Your energy's inside of you, creating something. Inside of you. You're creating off your thoughts. You're creating a reality off your thoughts. So now this right here is pulling in shit. Imagine it as a black hole. It's just sucking in stuff to create your reality. You're looking for stuff to feed off of. That's how that works. It's kind of how I wanted to talk about that. So, realities are within you. The alternate, you know what I mean? The control of everything that's going on is all within you. But in your divine feminine and masculine, can you only access all of these points? They would say your chakras. How many are you looking at there, guys? Okay. You know what I mean? But what is that really? Oh, it's on my neck. I'll just say my pentagram. So that's what I'm trying to teach you is the flows of energy. You know what I mean? You can easily get into, you know what I mean, an energetic flow, but know that you're on a circle. You're only going to flow down the toilet. You have to jump that energy. You can stay comfortable in energetic flow, but it's always going to be a circle. The circle of life. Okay, thanks. That was a great song. Let's find out what these have to do. Obviously, crossing over. I've never pulled these two cards in this book. So when I saw them, they're like, pull it. Let's do number 35 right away. Luna, expect change on page 85. Picture on this card, geometric seeds of light reflect across quiet waters from the light of the full moon. This is beautiful. On the eve, tonight's the full moon. A triangle of fire ascends the pyramid. Come on, please speak. The energy flows. It doesn't flow out the mouth so easy. A triangle of fire ascends the pyramidal form of the volcanic cone and speaks to the energetic potential held dormant therein. This quiet scene represents an ever-present potential for unexpected eruption and suggests that you take a position of calm readiness for whatever surprises life has to offer. Just when you think you have circumstances under control, the universe may offer you a lesson of change. Look at these surprises and their attendant challenges as a gift. You have the freedom to choose how you handle unexpected events. Cultivate an attitude of flexibility and a sense of adventure so that you will be able to see whatever life offers you as an opportunity for growth rather than a problem to be solved. One of the greatest joys in life will become seeing the unexpected occurrences each day provides as a piece of your personal heroic journey. Enjoy the quiet moments between changes. Breathe deeply. Store the resources of your calm, peaceful center and be ready for anything. Reverse possibility. You are in the midst of unexpected change and in search of a calming aspect. Be advised to fully experience these occurrences. Do not retreat into your old ways. The gift of change is also growth. And that's it. Onwards and upwards. We're not going backwards, we're going forwards. We're not going to do what we always did. We're going to do something we never did before. Are we going to win? Yeah, because we fight the fear and we did something we never did before. That makes us stronger than we ever were before. What does it come with? A lesson. Maybe some money, maybe something, but really it's just about the inner knowing that I was brave enough to do this. What's God got for me? I don't know. I'll wait till tomorrow. He'll tell me something. Something. I don't know. It comes on a Monday. The portal's tomorrow. We walk through it tonight. We have to dance and all that shit. Alright, and that's it. The crossing over. It happens tonight. What? The Lion's Gate, guys. The Lion's Gate. What number is that? 40? 40. Transmissions. Transition. The geometry of this card expands beyond the flower of life and represents communication from beyond. As you stand at the crossroads between dimensions, bravely face your future, knowing that you are not alone, but you are always... Here comes Michael Jackson. You are not alone. I swear I could probably sing it better than that, but he pushes it out so hard. But that you always have access to guidance and assistance. All you have to do is ask. The transition taking place in your life right now will... That's not ultimately. Intimately affect those around you and will chart your life's current direction. It may not be in your nature to ask for help, but that is the most appropriate action at this time. I had to. This is not a time to go at it alone. You may decide to seek advice from a professional counselor or a teacher. Maybe that's you. Because truthfully, there was somebody talking about some bullshit. I'm not stupid, bro. I am a business-minded person before I was ever spiritual. I'm not stupid, bro. You're not going to get me to sign off on nothing stupid. Nothing. And I have nothing to pay you. If you're not putting up money for my project, then I'm not. Sorry. Not sorry. And you're not going to own any of the fucking rights to my project either, bro. Give me a project, bitch. No, bro. That's not how this works. If you want to be part of God's kingdom and God's healing, then come on with it. But the rest of you that are just trying to buy in, you know what I mean? You're trying to get your stakes in. No. This isn't a public auction. You know what I mean? Wait till she needs it. Wait till she needs help the most. And then we'll come in as loan sharks. Bro, I'm the shark. I don't need you the most. Okay? You need me. Reestablish where you're standing right now. You know that if you ain't part of this project, you're going to miss an opportunity of your lifetime trying to control this project. And truthfully, you have no control. Because I already have a plan. You can be part of my plan, but whenever you're planning is not the plan. That's not how this works. This is my boat. I drive this boat. I can teach you how to drive it, but this is my boat. And going back to it, you know what I mean? Why am I leaving YouTube? Because I'm going on. What happens next? Next time you see me, it'll be in the documentaries. You'll see the story out there on various places and platforms. That's what happens next. You won't see me until you see me everywhere. Everywhere? Everywhere. And I come to make this dream a reality. I already did the work. All I got to do is get out there and market it. And I have been half-assing that, sitting on the internet with you guys. Your choice may be to consult your personal guides and angels or seek guidance from your higher self. The important point in choosing this card is that you accept that there are times when each of us requires assistance in moving through the inevitable challenges of a transition of this lifetime. That's it. You're trying to move in on me. You're not trying to move with me. You're trying to move in on my, you know what I mean? That's what that video said. I'm not dumb. You have nothing to offer me. You want anything that I have to offer, and it's not the healing you want. Reverse. This card indicates that the ending is taking place in your life. It may be the end of a relationship, a job, or a life phase. Your situation could even be as serious as knowing that you or a loved one is about to make a transition to the other side. Reach for the guidance that will help you gently through this time of transition. Offer, and that's it. What happens at the 818 gate? You die to the flesh and you're born of the spirit. I'm the one transitioning. Offer the love that will make the journey easier, and accept that even death is not an end, but constitute movement into another dimension of being. And that's it. It's not the end. It's just the beginning. What comes next? Metatron's Cube of Community. Yeah, good cards. Good cards. So we're crossing over. What am I doing? I'm going through the Lionsgate portal. Nobody was paying attention, so I guess nobody's coming with me. I got some great music. I'm gonna I'm waiting for the sun to go down. It's so horrendous. It's 111 degrees outside. I can't make it up. Go Google it. Hugo, Oklahoma. It's dying. It's hell on earth. I'm waiting for that to happen. I'm going to go get me some bath salts because I've been without for so long. Been a while. And that's it. What would you do if you had money? Buy me some bath salts. Some bath stuff. If I had more money, I don't know. Maybe a new pair of jammies or something. Nothing major. Ultimately, I'm not that girl. I really ain't. I don't need a Fendi bucket. I need some bath salts. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get some offerings made. Tonight when the moon comes out, I will be out there dancing. Dancing in the moonlight, everybody. That's what I'm going to do. And then I get blasted with this crazy, the gods fill my body with some kind of crazy shit that knocks me down for like 2-3 days. I don't know. Tomorrow's a Monday, though, so who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to alchemize it pretty quickly and, walk into the light right away. But anyways, that's what I'm doing. I'm preparing. And why am I preparing? They're taking care of me. They're removing all the obstacles. They're taking care of what business. I'm just really, I'm just here for the ride of my life. I'm not here for a long time, just a good time. Worldly power, earthly enjoyment, fearless in battle, and access to feminine powers and virtues. That's me, all the way. That's what I'm doing this week. What are you doing this week? What's God doing in your life this week? I don't know. Is God, are you one of those people that didn't put God in your life? All right, let's do this weird thing that they do at church. I'm not that kind of priest. I'm not going to touch you. But I do believe in baptisms very much. Christianity teaches, and for anybody that's never been to a Christian church, they're supposed to. Typically, every service, there's a moment of silence where all heads are bowed and all eyes are closed, and they ask everyone in the crowd if they would like to come before man and pledge their life to Jesus Christ. Now, according to the teachings of the Bible, the Holy Bible, it says in order to inherit the kingdom of God is first you must proclaim that you believe in him. You must say to him and to the world, proclaim that he is real, that God is real, and that you believe in him. The next thing is you must ask for forgiveness of your sins. Is the second part. The third part is you must be baptized. Christians all over America, and I'm not sure where else, as long as you do that, you're welcomed into the kingdom of God. According to Christianity, you're part of our family now. You're part of us. Doesn't mean you were perfect. You came up with the same guy. But God said that you washed that away. He's going to wash that away from you, and you're going to be a cleaner person going forward. Are you perfectly clean? He just watered you down. But he's going to have to water you down every day because it's going to take a lot to keep you clean. You know what I mean? It's not a one-time cleaning. And that's why people become, why they practice Christianity, because I need to understand how to be this person you want me to be. I understand that, if I'm this person, I'll have a better life. I accept that. I've seen enough of you fucking people that's pretty much where you get at it. Excuse me. But you're like, damn, this shit works for you? Yeah, dude, God is good. It works for you? Yeah, man, God will change your life. This shit is good. Fuck. All right. Nobody can see me. All heads are bowed. All eyes are closed. And then you get that opportunity when nobody's looking to stand up. And they keep everybody's eyes closed. They keep your privacy. And they bring you down with the microphone, though. They don't keep your words. It's like, what's your name? So-and-so. Okay, so-and-so. Would you like to take Jesus Christ into your heart today? Okay. Well, then I'd like you to sit here and proclaim to the congregation that you do believe in Christ and that you do believe in his teachings, and you'd like to walk and you'd like to take Christ into your heart, and you would like to ask God for forgiveness of your sins and be reborn in the Christ community, or however they word it. Who knows how they word it? I haven't had a baptism in the church in a long time. But it's a moment like that. And then after that, they'll meet with you after the church and they'll ask you, let's schedule that baptism. Most churches have a pool inside of their church where they do it. Some churches will take you down to some water. The Jewish people baptize their babies with, they have to be christened is what, the Catholics do and stuff. It's always part of it though. Water is part of it. So for myself, I will do a baptism before, my full moon ceremonies and stuff. But for you guys, what does it take to be a Christian? Do you got to go walk into a church? Nah. But I promise that you need the church to help you understand it. You really need it. You can sit alone with the Bible, but that's the fellowship. As we're all trying to understand what God wants from us and how to be godly. What I try to teach you is not to be like them in the church. Just learn what God's trying to teach you. Because a lot of them try to make you what they think a Christian is. There's not a definition of a Christian. A Christian is a Christ consciousness. Someone that walks in a Christ consciousness. Love, joy, peace, happiness, long-suffering, patience, forgiveness, you know what I mean, compassion, understanding, you know, all of that. And follows the 10 Commandments. Honors, you know, mothers and fathers apart. I don't like your parents. I just honor that they are your parents and they gave you life. I honor that you were a child of God before you were ever their parent. You know what I mean? I honor the neighbors. I don't like Miss Fry. I think she's weird as fuck. But I honor the shit out of her tenacity and that the position that she holds on that block. I don't know the other one. The one on the other corner, she's 80-something and she cuts the grass too. Matter of fact, that's not even true. She pays someone to cut her grass and she cuts the grass of this other lady. These people, I don't know. But I honor them and what they do and who they are, that they are God's people. I don't steal from nobody. I ain't out here lying about some shit. And if I catch myself in a lie, I gotta tell you I lied. What did I lie about? I promised I wasn't gonna listen to Russ's songs, and then I ended up listening to all of them. Fucking liar. I swear to God, I'm never listening to shit again. I can't ever with Russ. That's why I gotta be careful to never say that, because God will make me do it just because I said it. Be careful. He'll push you. Don't say you can't do something. He'll make sure that you do it. What, you think you can't? I live inside of you. You can do this. You can do it. I don't want to, God. And, you know, it's just honoring that. You're not out here killing people. You're not out here being lustful. You're not out here being envious. You're not out here coveting. Oh, I wish I was the Ordoyles. If I was just the Ordoyles, if I just had this. You know, he wants you to be happy about what you have. Happy about, you know, your harvest. You know what I mean? If you ain't got no fucking eggs on your plate, then go get you a chicken. Don't be sitting there fucking stealing fucking eggs out of the other people's fucking coops. That's what that means, you know? He just wants you to, you know. And that's it too. In all of these religions, I mean, I don't know all their gods, but it's pretty much just that. Love thy neighbor, respect each other, live good, love, compassion, unity. That's the one religion. They're all divided. The only reason they're divided are people that are divided. But those of us that are love and light, there's nothing dividing us. We don't care what you look like. We don't give a shit what you... We really hope you took a shower. Most of us. I don't know anybody that's cool with that, bro. That's even, you know what I mean? I mean, honestly, I gotta be honest. Whoever you are, wherever you are on this planet, your personal hygiene is extremely important to how you feel about yourself and how other people feel about you. You can have, you know, clothes, but if you come up here smelling like vomit or diarrhea, I can't be next to you. I can pretend like your balls ain't hanging out, but if you smell like balls, I can't sit next to you. It's nothing against you. It's that I can't. My physical body will not allow me. I have, you know what I mean? And that just goes back to having respect for your temple. That's it. Go to the, you know what I mean? Go to the river and wash your ass. You know what I mean? Whatever it takes. But it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable to force your inhumane ways on other people. I'm being honest. I know that on all of Europe and almost all of the Eastern civilizations, you guys think that's okay. You've grown up believing that it's okay because that's all you guys do. But I promise you, don't you find it really amazing when a woman or man walks by and smells good? Doesn't it make you feel, doesn't that aroma activate something in you? Well, understand that body sweat, body odor from wherever it's coming from off your body doesn't make everybody feel good. And that's also to those of you that overdo it with the perfume. They call that a French whore. Literally, it's an old term. It's an old term. You know what I mean? They call it that. They would take a perfume bath is what they would call it. They wouldn't wash their ass. They would just they'd call them that. You just put perfume on it and you smell good. You don't smell good. That's not acceptable. You have more respect for the body that God gave you. And I can understand if you weren't taught such things. That's okay. I'm here to teach you to respect the temple that you have. I know you can't fill it with the best of things, but don't fill it with the worst of things. There's many days I'll go without eating and my first thing is something chocolatey. That wasn't good. If I was on a diet, I'd be upset at myself. But in the sense of I'm starving and I'm grateful to finally have a meal, I get it. Am I going to eat another one after this? No, now that I feel good, I'm going to go make a sandwich or something. You know what I mean? Just respect your bodies. That's a big thing. Your bodies, that's like, you're asking me what I want. All I want right now, all I want for Christmas is some bath salts. So my body can smell good and I can feel good about my body. Do I have perfumes? Yes. Do I have deodorant? Yes. Do I want a special baptism to honor God? Yes. That's just me. But in the same sense, the basics is a good start. If you don't have a washing facility, then you get a wash rag and you wash your facilities off. Okay? I don't mean to be Americanize you. This doesn't have to do with Americanize. You know what I mean? Why did Mary Magdalene come and wash his feet with the most expensive perfume? Because herbs and oils. She was anointing his temple. She brought the most expensive, you know what I mean? Her best offering to his feet. You know what I mean? And so I just want to say that it's not like we need to go all bougie bonjour and all this and let's turn up the prices of fucking, you know what I mean, perfumes and shit. I'm saying just don't do that. It's not fair. As gross as it is outside, the thought of me, and it happened the other day, to be honest, it was horrendous. These women walked by in an aisle at the store, and I smelt them. It was gross. It wasn't just armpits. Women, your vagina has a very foul smell when it's sweaty. And so they walked by, and I'm like, oh my God. And I just wait for a minute. But I walk down the aisle, and the whole smell is inside the aisle. I have to stop what I'm doing, grab one of my oil out of my purse, and wipe it under my nose. Because I'm going to throw up from the smell that you just left in this room from your bodies. And it wasn't one girl. It was the whole group of them that smelled like this. It smelled like a tampon, dude, that had been sitting in the fucking bathroom for far too long. That whole hostage, when we went to the store, those women that stunk up the store, that were in the freaking, it was horrendous. It was horrendous. The whole store, the whole aisle. Why do I have to protect myself from your inability to care for yourself? That's pure laziness, and that's a sign of mental illness. They always say that. When a person stops bathing, when they stop caring about their body, when they stop taking care of themselves like that. You know what I mean? That's a sign that you're mentally ill, when you stop caring for yourself. Going back to Bridge Fit, she says she's a couch potato that watches Bravo and doesn't wear deodorant. Then how can you be anything fitness? You're the absolute opposite of fitness and health. That's horrendous. But thank you for stopping with the whole, what's wrong with your boobs thing. I appreciate that. I guess you had to take a break on your son's birthday. Maybe not post your boob problems on his birthday. No, that's right. You posted a picture of your C-section. Inappropriate. Absolutely. Look at me. Look what I went through to have my son. Look at what you're doing now. Seriously? Give it a break. You're the type of women that are nothing outside of your children. And you'll be controlling, manipulative. They've got to be perfect. Look at my kids. You're that woman with that bumper sticker. You're that one that says, baby's on board. You know what I mean? That thinks you're so special because a child came out of your vagina. And you're going to spend your whole life so proud that your vagina works like other women. But you don't work like other women. Yeah, I'm a little bit on that ass. Oh, love and light. Clean your chakras. Don't forget deodorant. Love you guys. Laters. Bye. Had to kill that before I got too ugly.